What is life like daily driving a 2025 Defender 130?
Let me tell you about the best part, Yuri.
Is it the motor?
The V8 supercharged engine.
Hit me with it.
Okay, so I'm going to hit you with why it's the best. Okay, because normally you expect me to say the supercharged V8's the best.
We drove one before. What was in that? 6-cylinder, 4-cylinder?
We've driven so many of these things.
The 130. It was a two-cylinder Super EcoBoost?
No. So it was an inline six. Okay.
Nice.
So this one, why it's the best. Supercharged V8, okay? Just going to floor it a little bit. Nice, right? Like, not too fast. This is what this is about. We have a snorkel. I'm going to put this into sports shifting, and now... I don't know if the mics are picking it up, but we have a snorkel.
It's pretty faint.
A raised air intake that I didn't know I needed in my life. A raised air intake / snorkel routing the supercharger line into the cabin, which is perfect.
Why don't we get a dryer vent from Home Depot and just run that right into here?
I started thinking about my Cobra, which also has a supercharger. Now I want to put a snorkel on my Cobra and route it into my brain, because this is the coolest thing ever.
Cooler than the GT4 RS with the intakes next to your ear?
Yeah, because it's supercharged, V8.
Nice.
Yeah, this is the coolest part, by far. Thank you, Land Rover, for finally sticking the V8 in this thing.
So how does that affect fuel economy on your daily drive? Makes it worse?
Didn't even look, Yuri. I am so rich, I am daily driving this, doesn't even matter.
Okay, then do you want to go fast with this motor?
Honestly, not really. I just want to hear blower whine, which is perfect.
But you pointed out that it's faster in the non-130s.
Well, I haven't pointed that out in this video. Let me explain that.
To me, he pointed out because we chat all the time before we review.
That's right. So let's get everything down on video. This is the 130. This is the P500. The 90 and the 110 get the P525, which gets you more horsepower than this. Yuri.
Horsepower and torque!
This has 493 horsepower and 450 pound-feet of torque. So down from the P525s.
How many liters?
5 liters.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. So it's not the fastest, but it's faster than like an Escalade normal V8, but not as fast as an Escalade V, but also doesn't cost as much as an Escalade V.
Nice.
And if you wanted the Escalade V comparable one, you would have to get the Octa, but you can't get it in the 130, you can get it in the 110.
And that's something that people care about for their daily drives.
That's right, yeah. When you're picking your vehicle, you have to pick the one that you want, right?
I guess.
So, next thing I noticed for daily driving is the transmission. It's actually very pleasant to use this 8-speed. The more important thing is that I actually fit in all 3 rows, which is great. Tons of headroom, legroom is adequate in the 3rd row, which is lovely in a 3-row SUV.
But trunk space with all 3 rows up
is actually better than the last one we drove, because there's now like a level load floor. So I think they added a thing, possibly for this year, or maybe we just didn't have in the previous one, where now it's all flat, so my bag does actually fit in the trunk and close.
And you can Velcro that out if you need a little more vertical room.
Yeah, and we've got the seats down right now just to put our bags, because we got 2 bags and some equipment.
So it doesn't really fit 2 bags.
Well, if you stack them, but then they're going to turn.
It's a little awkward.
Yeah, it's not like Escalade levels.
Considering how long this looks from the outside and slightly awkward, I would expect more trunk room, but I guess if they're making sure that the people can fit here better. Yeah. That's cool.
But the cool thing about this paint in particular is that it's just regular gray paint with a factory satin PPF for like $5,000. So it satins it out, which also, daily driving, new problem is that you can't just take this to a regular car wash. So I had to go to a wand wash and do it myself. And as a rich person, that is something you're going to have to consider. So you're going to have your detailer come to your house and do the special satin type stuff. Or you're going to have to do it yourself, because you can't take this through a regular wash because you can't wax this. And I didn't want to risk it.
This is mobile detailer.
Exactly. So as a rich person.
Rich people stuff.
That's right.
Like they give a crap.
Hey, they want to preserve the value, at least somewhat. You don't want to like wax your satin.
I'm saying like they give a crap about spending money.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Not a concern.
No. Next thing is that my son did really like this. He sat in the 2nd row back there. We have captain's chairs in this one, so it makes it really easy to get into the 3rd row as well.
Nice child seat.
Thank you. He also wanted to go into the 3rd row, so I didn't get a chance to do that yet, but after this I will.
Has he ever sat in the 3rd row of cars before?
No.
You know what? My kid wanted to do that. She was so stoked in the ID Buzz, and she's like, "I'm too far away, Daddy. Move it back." I'm like, all right.
He also really liked some of the graphics in the infotainment, because there's pictures of this car in the infotainment. So then I showed him the water wading depth. I'm like, you see this line, how it's over the tires? That's how deep we can drive into a lake. And he just died laughing. He's like, well, you could drive this into a lake. I'm like, yeah, you could drive this straight into the water.
So now into daily driving, you make sure it's a car your kid approves.
Yeah.
Because your toddlers control you, and that's life as a parent.
That's right. Yeah. I want him to be entertained by the things in this vehicle. So I always try and show him features in all of these new vehicles.
You know what I really like back here is the cup holder on the ground.
Yes, in the second row.
That's cool. And what I really liked, I noticed like getting in there, so usually you have carpeted floors,
yeah,
and then you put rubber floor mats on it.
That's right.
This car is rubber floor mats with carpeted floor mats on top of that.
That's right. So opposite most vehicles, but also makes it luxurious and still, if you want to off-road, theoretically easier to clean as well. And the next thing I noticed, daily driving, adaptive air suspension. So comfortable, right? Like, this is
You know what? I'm going to give it all to the tires, not the suspension.
Okay.
Okay, that was like half a joke. And what would be the Continental recommended tire that comes with this?
That would be the Cross Contact RX.
Hey, do we have a promotion going on right now?
We do, actually. Check the link in the top comment for the promotion for this month. And following that up, the next thing is that it's nice and quiet in here because it's a Land Rover,
because
right?
the tires.
Yes, it honestly does add to it. We've experienced some other brands of tires that are louder. These are nice and quiet, but overall, the cabin feels nice and luxurious. It feels like you're in a Range Rover, but this is a Land Rover.
Well, you know what I like about this? Being in a Range Rover and Land Rover, because to me, in my head, they're still kind of the same.
Yeah.
Like, I still can't figure out the differences.
I can, but yes, I understand.
I don't know. I'm a little dyslexic. I'm a little ADHD. Like, I just have a hard time with certain things. A lot of hard buttons.
Yes.
Like more than I think that last one we drove, the Velar.
Yes, this has perfect hard buttons because we don't have to go through the infotainment for a lot of things. You do have to go through it for some things, but you can adjust your temperature, you can adjust your heated and cooled seats by pushing the button down, which is great. And then you can also use these dials to then change your drive mode. So like they're multi buttons, but they do work. So you could just like leave it in auto. You can push the button. Like everything is laid out really well.
I'm just happy that the CarPlay is on the left, and I assume it stays there when you're in CarPlay, and that way I don't have to worry about anything because I've been so beaten down by companies that I just live in CarPlay. I'm actually so friggin' excited for Apple CarPlay Ultra to just try that.
Yeah.
Like I assume it's gonna be good, but it might. I'm just excited.
And this is also wireless CarPlay, so I wish it was wired.
Oh no, wired?
No, I couldn't find a way because that's the only plug I saw, and it only says it's for charging.
Oh man.
Next thing, because I also look there for daily driving, I could put my son's drinks in here because we have a cool box or fridge.
What's his drink of choice lately?
He likes those juice pouches. Like
Still pouches?
Yeah, like I forget the brand, but they're like the delicious, like natural Costco ones.
Oh, nice. We've been doing like freezies now that it's summer.
Yeah, we did a couple.
Try to get like the healthiest ones possible.
Does your kid like squeeze the thing out and just like falls on her and stuff?
No, because we're gonna give her the yogurt ones. I'm like, be
yeah.
careful! And she's like, yes.
All right.
She knows.
Let's get you to be careful in the driver's seat here.
She doesn't want to get yogurt on her beautiful dresses, which she has a million of thanks to her grandpa.
I wonder if this thing has launch control. I honestly didn't notice in my daily driving.
Oh, hey, I can squeeze through in front of a car seat, get to the back, sit here nicely, and I don't want to crawl through there.
Now that I'm on this side, my next favorite thing that my son loved is that we brought his little Lightning McQueen toy, and I showed him that this was like a racetrack, and he loved that.
Why doesn't the traction turn off? I'm pushing the traction button.
Yeah.
Dynamic control always on in auto terrain response.
That's why.
You
gotta push this, and then you gotta go over, scroll over, or just push this. And now you can do that. I believe that.
The red traction's off, okay.
Okay.
Or yellow.
Now you're in sport shifting. Do whatever the car does.
Oh, it wants to just...
Oh, yeah. Pretty sick. Yeah, so it's good power.
So wait, what's the faster version called?
Octa.
Wasn't it supposed to be SVR?
Well, SVR did other stuff before, but as far as I understand, I don't think Octa's ever existed. So I guess they're trying to do something different.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So I found that the most annoying thing daily driving these cars with children is unlocking and locking doors.
Okay, so.
Do I have to open the front door to open the rear door, then open the front door?
No.
Every
There
door
are
works?
physical. Okay, so it's not like a touch sensitive thing.
Yeah.
There are physical buttons on the front and on the rear doors.
Nice. Okay, and then the trunk also has one too.
Yeah,
Side open swing door.
that's right. And it is a little heavy, so I did notice that, but whatever.
Got the tire on the back.
Yes, I assume that's why it's heavy.
And then looking at this, I think the most important thing, you don't want to have a dumb looking car in your driveway.
This thing looks sick.
Ideally, you don't want it to look dumb or awkward. I think this looks awkward in a light color.
Yes.
In a dark color, you lose the awkwardness. Because remember, I photoshopped the thumbnail to be extra long because
Yes.
that's how my eyes. This doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
I didn't
Dark
see
color.
that at all.
Yeah, this thing honestly looks really, really good. I love seeing this in my driveway throughout the week. Like, this has been great to look at.
And I like that the interior is nice and light.
Yeah.
I hate when you're just stuck with a dark interior.
It's a good spec.
Because rich people don't care about cleaning their cars because they pay someone to clean it.
That's right. We're getting into the mindset
It's like
of a real buyer here.
The mindset of rich people, I'm convinced. If you're rich, let me know. It's like I'm getting the stuff that is the most inconvenient for the poors, and I'm maintaining it. It's like the 911 Speedster. It's like you have to manually do this top. Yeah, but my normal 911 Cabriolet doesn't do it. It's like, yeah, exactly.
I understand.
It's like that's the thinking. It's like white interior. That's going to get so dirty with kids. It's like, so I'll get it clean or replaced.
That's going to get so dirty if you're poor.
Yeah, or it's like, well, you can't replace it. It's like, oh yeah. That's what I think rich people think like.
Yeah,
Right?
I'll ask my my buddy who bought a Range Rover. I don't think he actually cleaned his car.
Not everybody who owns a Range Rover is rich.
Also very
They
true.
could be struggling to get there.
Also very true.
If you want to struggle to get there, or if you're super rich, tsp.truecar.com.
Yeah, honestly, I would highly recommend any Defender. We have loved every single Defender we've driven in every powertrain that we've driven them. They just keep getting better as they shove V8s into them.
Pardon my memory. What's the SVR one we drove a while ago?
Range Rover Sport SVR, the blue one.
There's like 2 of those in my neighborhood.
Really?
Blue, dude.
Oh.
It was like 2 chicks just mobbing, like.
That is a legendary SUV. Yeah.
That is my peak for this company.
I think, didn't we meet some subscribers when we were filming one day that had one? I was like, holy.
That's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best thing this company, in my eyes, has ever produced. I love that.
And like this thing too, bringing the Defender back was a big deal, and they didn't screw up the name or anything like that. They didn't screw up the heritage. Like, this thing lives up, in my opinion, to what a Defender should be, because everything about this is great.
So you can daily drive to your cottage through off-road.
Oh, here we go. We're gonna do it. We're gonna hit some rock crawl gravel.
I'm gonna go through these potholes.
Oh, we got a dust devil.
Oh my
I think
god,
that was
that's how
called.
big that ditch was?
Yeah, dude, it was huge.
Yeah,
Oh.
Civic would definitely get eaten by that.
And this is air suspension, so we can raise or lower. If we needed extra ground
No, I'm
clearance,
gonna go through that in neutral and just
Look, we're
Leroy,
raising.
Leroy Jenkins it, okay?
We're raising even higher right now, so we have extra.
What happens, happens.
360 camera. I also did notice that for daily driving. It's been great. High res.
And daily off-roading.
Yes, and my son loved the 3D camera around.
Man, no, honestly, I gotta film this ditch real quick.
Yeah, film it. It's like, it's a hole. Do you want me to drive through it?
Do you want to film me driving through it?
Sure.
Would that be easier?
Yeah, I guess so, because you're already in the driver's seat. Send it, Yuri, through the ditch. Oh, yeah. That is some real off-roading if I have ever seen off-roading.
My camera didn't turn on. I didn't see a camera button.
Oh, that's okay, I got it on this one.
But I just wanted to make sure I didn't hit you.
And back onto the smooth road. Barely even tell we were off-road, Yuri. So we can adjust our height, which is cool. So you can park it in like gangster access height mode, which is cool. And we can actually drive it right now, but not as low as actually being able to park it.
Is this removable? Oh, it
Oh,
moves
more
forward!
storage!
Oh, secret
Dude, I didn't even
compartments.
notice that. Wait a sec. Whoa. I may be wrong on this.
Is there a double secret?
No, there's a USB port.
Oh, yeah,
Let me
wired.
try.
That is. That's the symbol for wired CarPlay.
That is. Let me try. I could be wrong. Hey, man, it'll happen. Let me just plug in your phone and see what happens. Please be wrong. I honestly hope I'm wrong.
You are wrong, for sure.
I
That's
hope
the
so.
symbol for,
No, I
for
know.
wired CarPlay.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Hey, I was wrong! We have wired and wireless CarPlay! I literally couldn't find that whole compartment.
Yeah, well, that's good, especially for daily driving. If you pick up your kid from school and you bring them snacks
Yes.
to bribe them to be a good child, if your snacks are always visible, they're going to see it and ask for 3 times a snack. But if you hide your snacks there and they don't know where you got them from,
100% agree. Yep.
Bringing
And
kids with their snacks.
speaking of daily driving, cup holders. So you know, in the past, JLR
The grippiness?
has had those rubber ones. I think they solved it.
They reduced the rubberness?
I don't know if the
grip
Defender
level?
previously, I don't remember, but this is perfect.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, so it does fit a cup, no problem. Small, medium, whatever you want. Visors.
Visors? No, I'm good. I don't need the pill.
Oh,
3, 2, 1. Oh, yes!
heck yeah. And next to that, right up here, we do
Yeah,
have
the camera.
a camera.
My kid likes watching that shit.
My
I want
kid
to see
also.
the car behind me.
The
Like,
rusty
all right.
truck cam.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
right.
it's called.
Double sunroofs.
Yeah. Dude, this is great.
Okay, cruise control.
It
How
does
do-
work.
How do I turn it on? Is it confusing for you?
It's a little confusing.
Yeah, okay, well, whatever.
You push one of the buttons over there, eventually you'll figure it out. One of the resume buttons, and you can adjust your speed and all that stuff. We do have lane departure assist. We don't have lane centering on this particular one.
Nice, nice, nice. Well, as long as I got blind spot monitoring.
And one thing, when I popped the hood to look at this massive supercharged V8, I was looking everywhere for a dipstick. Did I find one, Yuri?
Does it pass the dipstick test?
Fails the dipstick test. It's actually done through the infotainment.
And what would be the TotalEnergies recommended oil for the new Defender?
That would be the TotalEnergies Quartz Ineo XEC50W20.
And we're blurring this, but how dare they show me ads in the infotainment built in?
That's right, Yuri.
That is wild. This world is, how they say it, cooked. The ads are only supposed to be in the YouTube videos. Come
Yeah,
on.
Yeah.
Hey, little pouch here on the sides for like your phone, I guess, in case you don't want to like.
Yeah,
put
and
it
I think if I recall, this used to be a pass-through, so maybe that's what they did
And
here.
it's nice and soft here, so you're not going to scratch your lens.
We have a wireless charger down here, which did heat up my phone a decent amount.
Yeah, I don't like wireless chargers, but
Well, that's back when I thought this had wireless CarPlay.
there are people out there who like that. Hey, he seated, bleh,
Seated heats?
seated, heated seat press sets.
It has them over there.
Seat presets on both sides, bruh.
Yes.
How sick is that?
And then heated and cooled seats, great. Heated steering wheel,
And then,
heated windshield as well.
Electronic steering column. And I did a thermal check with those thermal cameras in the winter last year, and it actually does a big difference. I forget what car I checked it on, but
Yeah, me too.
you know, it
Yeah.
had the things.
Yeah. Oh, sound system's also really good. Meridian.
Yeah, I guess it can't not be.
That's right.
But what is a sound system really?
Seats are comfortable too.
Very comfortable. Yeah, yeah. No massage. Let's see. Forward, back, lumbar.
Yep.
Up, down, lumbar. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? This is, I'd say this is one of like the top seats of all time.
It's so comfortable. Like you don't even think about the seats.
I have not found anything weird about this seat at all. Oh, but one thing I did find weird about,
Yeah.
because you pointed it out, the brake pedal.
Yes, that's right.
So coming to a normal stop, normal driving, no issues. But if I'm trying to be a little aggressive and I hit it like when I need to get out of a situation,
Yeah.
in the middle of the situation, that's where the brake pedal feels weird to me.
It almost feels like it changes the amount of pressure based
Yeah.
on travel. They're not.
It's not linear.
Yes, exactly. So it's a little strange.
Not
But
not a deal breaker.
No, absolutely not. And
And-
it's not related to like a 48 volt mild hybrid system because this,
Yeah.
as far as I know, doesn't have that. Speaking of that, this has auto start stop.
Auto stop start?
Yeah.
Start stop.
Which honestly is a little bit annoying, but at least there's a button to turn it off. That's
on
it.
or off?
No, that's it. When it's illuminated, it is off.
I guess when we're driving in like country roads, there's no stopping really.
Yeah, there's like stops here and there. You don't stop long enough at stop signs.
I'm gonna stop right here.
Okay.
And actually can't find the hazard button, so I'm going. Oh, there it is.
Aha.
And try not to get rear-ended.
There. Auto stopped.
Okay,
Start.
once
Did.
all these three cars go
Auto
by.
start stopped.
Start stop. See, my dyslexia is contagious.
It's because I'm sitting in this seat now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a little harsh.
Just a little.
A little harsh.
Look, this is a very expensive SUV, so just want to point that out. But it's not
'cause
the worst.
It's because we reviewed like 800 cars, so
Exactly.
we can pick up on the thing. Like our whole channel is this car cool in any way, or is it weird in any way?
Yeah.
That is essentially the format of our channel in a bro wrapped in a bro format.
Yeah, and this is, as far as I'm concerned, all cool.
Pretty not weird, except for the brake pedal
Yeah.
and the auto start stop.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the price.
Well, it starts at $143,900,
Canadian.
and this one is $159,160.
I guess good alternative to an Escalade, or I guess this Tahoe doesn't compete with this. Navigator.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess.
Oh, I guess you know what?
The
Like
GMC, the Denali.
if you go Z71, then I guess it kind of competes because it's like off-roady
Off-road.
versus off-roady.
Yeah.
Because there is no like Z71 Escalade.
Yeah, exactly.
So like, yeah, I mean,
I like this a lot. I've always liked these ever since they launched.
I feel like a Land Rover person isn't going to go look at like Yukons.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I wouldn't rule it out.
But,
'cause
like,
they're looking at like 3 rows.
Yeah.
So they're probably looking at like X7s and stuff. This is much different than an X7. And since you're mentioning the Z51 and off-road and whatever. Z71, whatever, off-roadiness, this does all the off-roady stuff. It's all-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive, has a low-range gearbox. You can do all that fun stuff, take this thing off-road, take it into water, all those crazy drive modes.
Man, I drove through a hole. It's covered by that. That's as much as you're going to do.
Yeah. This is great.
All right.
Honestly, just buy one if you want a Defender. That's about it. Especially with a supercharged V8. There's literally nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man, this thing doesn't want to downshift.
Yeah. That's what you gotta do.
Still didn't want to downshift.
Not enough gears. There you go.
Okay. I just downshifted it myself,
Yeah.
and that's exactly what I wanted it to do. And
Yeah.
am I in sport mode right now? How do I check my modes?
You have to push this button and then rotate the dial. Yes,
And
you
I was
were in dynamic.
So I was in dynamic.
Yes.
I floored it in
Yeah.
sport shifting, and it didn't do it. But when I manually,
Oh, dude, this is a 3-row SUV. They're not tuning it like an Octa.
what do you think an Octa is?
No, don't worry about it.
SVR or nothing.
No, it's not for you, buddy.
Project 8, nothing's for me.
No, I know. I'm Jacob.
I'm Yuri,
And we just went for a drive.
and you should probably watch this video next.